had this plain white lampshade and I wanted to give it a softer, more romantic look. Hello and welcome to my cozy nest. This looks like a detailed project, but the process is actually very easy and can be done in one afternoon. All you need are napkins, glue, a soft brush and a top coat. I start by separating the 3 plies of the napkin and I use only the top printed layer. I save the other layers to use as regular napkins. First I need to tear out the design. Later I'll show you 2 more ways to separate the design from the whole napkin, and one of them is super quick. I apply the coat of glue to the lampshade, place the napkin on top, smoothed it gently with my fingers and then sealed it with another coat of glue. I always brush from the center outwards, using gentle pressure to smooth out any wrinkles. As long as your brush is wet, there is very little chance of tearing the napkin. Now for the next way to cut out the design. You can use scissors, which is fairly quick and precise. As you can see, the edges are a little more visible than when the napkin is torn. Method number 3 is using a water brush. This is a brush with a small water container that keeps the bristles wet. You can also use a normal round brush and simply dip it into water. Here you can see how easy it is to separate tiny designs like these little butterflies. This is my preferred method because it is quick, precise, and gives a softer edge. I noticed that my glue was too thick and the previous pieces were a bit bubbly, so I thinned it out with a little water. Then I moved on to the second floral napkin I chose for this lampshade. Altogether I used 3 different napkins, 2 with floral designs and 1 with butterflies. I usually choose napkins that are similar in color, and I like to mix flowers with small animals or insects for a more natural look. After taking a short break, I came back and accidentally forgot to apply glue to the lampshade first, but it turned out that this method worked even better and left fewer wrinkles. So instead of applying glue first, I placed the dry napkin directly onto the lampshade and then brushed the glue over the top. I also like to continue the napkin over the edges because it looks prettier when the design doesn't stop exactly at the edge. I use glue to wet the napkin, then gently press it and tear it so it can fold around the edge. This is a close-up of layering the designs. Because the background of the napkin is white, it becomes almost transparent once the glue is applied, so the design blends together nicely. This would not work the same way with napkins that have a colored background. This is the last design, and here is how the lampshade looks from all sides. After it dried completely, I applied a water-based top coat. I used Polyvine Decorator's varnish, but you can use any water-based top coat. I do recommend using some kind of protective finish because it makes the lampshade easier to clean and helps protect the napkins. There is nothing difficult here, just make sure there is no excess varnish around the top or the bottom edges. And here she is, a plain white lampshade turned into a soft, romantic floral lamp. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this makeover, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next project. Thank you for your support.